Pluto in Aquarius is a game-changing energy. Well, actually, it indicates a big new chapter for humanity itself. Wherever Pluto goes, we are about to get way intense in the matters that the sign represents. And it is Aquarius that has to do with the collective, with groups, but it is a sign with a strong duality. And so it also speaks to individualism and actually hyper-individualism. As much as it has to do with technology being plugged in, it's also living off the grid and deciding to reject all those ways in which we might stay in touch with each other or seek to belong. Pluto does like to show us the dark side of whatever sign it travels through. And in this case, yes, we just might see moments of very powerful, if not toxic, group think, but also how seeking to be a law onto yourself, well, how much pain that can create for yourself and maybe for others. Aquarius is a revolutionary energy, a futuristic energy, and we are about to dive in and immerse ourselves into all things having to do with freedom, equality, technology, having to do with advancements like we've never known before in human history. According to the futurist Ray Kurzweil, all progress that we make as human beings is exponential, meaning that what used to take us like 1,000 years to figure out in terms of our tools and the technological ways in which we might grow, now we're able to do them in like a couple of hours. So imagine that tendency in all areas of life going on overdrive and reaching a new state of intensity. That's part of what we just might see now. The most powerful revolution is the one that happens within. That's where true freedom is found. And this is the sign of freedom after all. And my hope is that all of us find a way to embrace and truly feel free to be whom it is that we authentically are. That just might be one of the greatest freedoms in the world. Pluto is an intense vibration, make no mistake, and very often it's an intensity rooted in some part of the shadow self, those very inner motivations in your psyche that you're not always conscious of, but as Pluto encourages you to become conscious of them, well, you're able to have that much more ability to decide how it is you're going to direct this very powerful energy. This is nothing less than a new chapter for humanity. And depending on your sun, moon, and rising sign, you want to take all of that and synthesize the information, but that's going to tell you something about what role you're going to play in your personal change and evolution and intensity as part of the collective. Now, I have been speaking about these energies over on my YouTube channel, including the monthly horoscopes for this month. And I did also speak about these in the decade ahead horoscopes. And of course, lots of horoscopes over at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Aries, friendships, group endeavors, and the hopes and wishes you have for your life. Well, those hopes and wishes just might go through a massive change now. You're about to get very honest about who your friends really are and where it is that you belong. You might be seeking group endeavors as part of your own transformative processes, your own healing, and exploring what it is that lies within you, the truth within you. Whenever it is that you're engaging a transformative process, other people are going to be there, but the right people, well, they will be revealed. Taurus, career, social standing, life purpose. You are either going to focus in and hone in on what it is you desire to achieve and feel consumed by it, or you'll go through a massive transformation where what you thought you really wanted, what you thought was worth achieving, just doesn't mean anything to you anymore. Wherever Pluto goes, you are asked to surrender, to accept, and to be open to a higher, more loving vision. And that is more true for you than just about anybody in the zodiac now. Gemini, long distance travel, immigration, citizenship, higher learning, and legal matters. These are going to be spaces and places where you're likely going to feel very driven and you'll be seeking power in these institutions. You might find a whole new approach to understanding yourself at this time, as this is a part of the sky that has to do with the philosophical, political, and spiritual beliefs that help you to make sense of the world and guide your life. There can be a very fervent approach to what it is that you're coming to believe is true for you now. Cancer, profound change, truth, transformation, regeneration, and wealth. How it is you understand it, how you cultivate it spiritually, emotionally, but financially as well. If anybody out there is going to go through a profound transformation rooted in exploring the truth of who you are, the truth of your shadow, the truth of your psyche, it certainly is going to be you. And this is a time when you learn your emotional energy behind wealth and put it in the right place. Leo, partnerships of all kinds, including romantic partnerships, are going to become incredibly important to you as you start to focus in on having the type of partnerships, marriages, relationships that you desire. Either you're going to attract people who are profoundly transformative in your life with deep connections, or you're going to find yourself having to confront some pretty intense feelings as part of your shadow as you interact with others. Virgo, clients, customers, co-workers, your daily life, the work you do, and also how well you take care of you. I think you're about to find a deep passion for self-care, where your health is going to be the thing where you feel you want to be at the forefront of meaningful transformation. Your workplace and the type of people you attract that I just mentioned, well, they're either going to be filled with drama and also some toxic connections as well, I'm sorry to say, but they could also facilitate profound and meaningful transformations for you now. Libra, romance, flirtation, and what the heart wants in every area of life. Your heart is about to be lit up, and part of that is going to be flirtatious, intense exchanges that feel like they serve as a catalyst moment towards more sweeping changes. Be mindful about things like gambling or risk-taking. Well calculated can have you making great gains, but Pluto can be a very all or nothing energy, so you've got to be smart, or else this can indicate being way too risky and experiencing loss. Scorpio, home, family, and your living situation. You are about to understand what home is for you very differently than you did before. There might be this strong desire to be present at home or with your family in some way. Now, this can also be you dealing with, addressing, and resolving the past. Even if it's only within yourself, you are rearranging your relationship with what was so that you are only carrying the most authentic and best going forward from here. Sagittarius, communication, conversation, siblings, cousins, neighbors. Well, these people are about to become a whole lot more important. You're about to learn the power of acceptance and surrender among these people. But outside of that, your curiosity is lit up. You are feeling that much more inspired to learn more, to share more, to be more. And whether it is by taking charge of your social media presence or tapping into other alliances that help you to bring forward what you do, well, it looks like a lot of more people are going to learn just what it is that you have to share. Capricorn, I think the fact that Pluto is leaving your sign is perhaps the biggest deal. You'll notice your own energy calm right down. Life feels less intense, but now all that you've learned about yourself over the last 16 years, you're about to apply those lessons to your understanding of what's worth doing for money and what isn't. Either you will engage in a source of pursuing prosperity that has you being a transformative presence in your life or in the lives of others. Or this is going to be you having a newfound understanding of what it is that you're no longer willing to do and what it is that really matters. Now, ultimately, with this energy, you're also learning to love yourself more and more adamantly than ever before. Aquarius, identity, who you know yourself to be, what matters to you most and first. all of that is going to go through a profound shift. You'll likely have some pretty intense and redefining experiences as you get in touch with an understanding of what and who really matters in your life, and where it is perhaps you've given way too much of yourself to what you now understand as superficial. Getting to the essentials in life helps you to know that you already have so much of what matters to you. Pisces, soul, psyche, spirit, there is so much going on within, and karma is about to feel that much more present, that much more intense, and in some cases, working out what you consciously could not. Now, this can also be a time of fortunate closures, but they might feel quite intense or inconvenient in the moment. So just pace yourself at this time. Truly, if anybody out there should know that everything is working out in your favor, it is you. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great transit. Enjoy.